sizes of rooms, but with different electronics. So you can have different
Comparisons.
different sonics, and that's because just of the electronics. Well, maybe they did better or less good the room acoustics, but yeah, in main there's always some changing on the show, and you have in every year some different state-of-the-art systems.
I think we just
Howard
lost Howard.
left.
He was fiddling, and then we got huge echo, and then then he was gone. No, that sounds really interesting about the way that things change from year to year, right? Because you're right, the companies are the companies, and you'll have some new ones come in, but from what I hear, the show size is capped, right? So they're not really making the
Yes.
venue larger. So if you want to, as a new company, exhibit there, you have to wait your turn until somebody falls off and doesn't
Yeah.
book their room.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it makes it
Yeah.
really, really difficult for new players to kind of get in on the game. Is that how it is? Do you know?
It's absolutely right. Yeah. So I know from a few companies, or from one company who tried to get one of the larger rooms this year on the high-end show, but they can't. They tried to book, but they didn't got the reservation confirmed because. But that's why that's a kind I ask myself why they do this, and the explanation is really simple. Look, there are some companies, or a lot of companies spend a lot of money in in the setup of their rooms. So and that's why the high-end society tries to get every year the same companies, the same rooms, because some companies order it just for this room, specific gear. And they know the room, they know the room acoustics. And if you give the same companies the same rooms every year, you have less problems. So less problems for the organization and less problems for the companies who are in these rooms. But yeah, on the other hand, it's less good for companies who are new in the market and want to have a room or something, because yeah, it's hard to get one.
Yeah.
Florian, sorry, I kind of dropped out there. I saw I was in the room on my computer, and I forgot that I just didn't have access to my microphone or webcam, so I turned off the phone. So I'm back, and then as soon as I get in with the phone, it takes about 3 minutes for the audio to catch up with the video. So I didn't hear what you said, but thanks. But also, can you just tell everybody, what your background is and what the audiophile path is and what you've been up to recently?
So yeah, sorry, I can. So yeah, in Maine, I started a YouTube channel. It was around about, it was 2 years ago, exactly 2 years. So I did my first videos on 2022 on high-end show and uploaded them to YouTube, and then I said, oh my gosh, people watching my videos. Oh, okay. And that's why I went on with YouTube. And then I invest a lot of time and much more money in equipment to get better quality standards. And I was really into I'm really into high-end hi-fi, or I'm mostly into high-end hi-fi. And I said, okay, I really love high-end hi-fi, but I think there should be also a way to produce videos who are on the same level as the products are. And then I went more into producing videos for companies in the HiFi industry, and that's what I'm doing in main actually. So less on my own YouTube channel. At the moment, I'm producing more for companies in the HiFi industry at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And you're going to school, right?
Yes, that's right. So I will go back to school in nearly 2 months. And yeah, because I'm also a lot into electrician, and I don't know the name in America, but in Germany, for example, if you want to be self-employed as an electrician, you need you need a master degree. So after your apprenticeship, you have to go back to the master school and to get your master license. So then you can go self-employed. So
Got it.
that's what I'm
Howard,
doing.
whenever you touch your
Yeah,
camera,
continue.
we get echo.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Right on. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
what
the
I'm doing
USB has
in
a
the
similar
future, we
kind
will
of
see.
master program. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
But what I will do after this master school will be around 1 year. We will see. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Videos and
Has
electrician
anything
stuff.
that you learned in school helped you in audio yet, or no?
Yeah, a lot. To say, okay, I really want more information about electrician was HiFi. So I was before into HiFi, and then I also started a little bit of DIY. So I started to build some amplifiers. So for example, the from Nelson Pass, the amp camp amp, the small amp, and some other stuff. And sometimes I had some trouble, and then some capitalizers or something exploded because I had the wrong polarity. And then I was okay. Maybe I need more knowledge, and that's why I said, okay, I go as an apprenticeship as an electrician for 3 years, and that's what I learned. Yeah, and during this time, I also went more and more into HiFi, and that's where I got now.
Got it.
More or less just HiFi.
So talking about electricity, so what was the energy like at the show this year? Was it really crowded? Were there a lot of families? Were the rooms crowded? What was going on?
Yeah, first about electrician, it's a high-end show. Hard to say because I'm not a lot into the I didn't work with the building, so I can't say anything about the electricians there. But
Just like what was the crowd like? What was the crowd like?
Yeah, I mean, like what was the feeling? What was the like that?
Okay, sorry. Now I know what you mean. Sorry, okay, yeah, this kind of energy. Sorry.
He was like, there was a lot of wattage. They had a lot of electricity coming off the pole.
Right, not so clean power, but it was okay.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know anything about the power, but the energy at the show was really great. So it's like a big what is the right word for it? It's like a big school reunion or something. So you meet people from all over the globe, but you have the opportunity to talk to them and to change a few words with them. That's very special because normally you just have contact about over social media or something, and then in Munich you have the chance to meet the people in real life and maybe to go for a beer with them or something. So yeah, that's Munich. And also all people are really positive. So, or with the main people I talked with, they are really positive about the show. Yeah. And you have to say it's really, really, really well organized.
Cool, cool. So something I'm really curious about, because I posted a picture of you one year, getting ready to get to the show, and you had a backpack on that went like 5 feet over your head, and it was just like you were heading to an Arctic exploration or something like that. You're really, really, like you said, you're really into high quality video, which I really like. And can you tell us a little bit about what you use to film, and how that differs from like somebody like me who just shoots with their iPhone, and what kind of gear do you need to bring with you?
Yeah, so it was, by the way, it was this year nearly the same. So actually, I'm not one of the Sony guys. I'm shooting with Canon, with the R6 and R6 Mark II. Yeah, with a bunch of lenses. With a lot of Edelkrone stuff. I think you have the same in America.
Mm-hmm.
And with gear from Sachtler, that's a German company. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, you also need some lightning or lights. Yeah, so and then you have, I don't know, nearly 100 kilograms of video equipment, and it's half of the space you can fit into the back of an Volkswagen Passat. So it's a lot of stuff.
But how do you carry that stuff? Well, maybe you're just a lot younger than me, man. But like, how do you carry that stuff from room to room?
Yeah, that's a secret.
Oh, he's like, if everybody knew, then everybody would do it.
That is the one thing. The one thing about Munich that I'm very jealous of. Besides, all the great stuff and all the things that people bring, is the setups, because the lighting in those rooms is so much better than what we have in like the hotel rooms for Expona or any of the US shows. It's so much better. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but for example, Nagra, they always have black carpets on the walls, so that's also really dark. But yeah, in Maine, the most rooms are really fluted with light, because the roof of the MOC, the center of the show, is full of glass, so there's no other chance than work with light. And if you like to do or producing good videos, that's really, really, really welcomed.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely.
What so did you get a chance to go into any rooms and listen, or not?
Yeah, I did. And there are some rooms I really enjoyed, so I didn't have the time to listen to the most rooms, but a few. And to start, and maybe I would start with what I didn't expect it for this price tag, and that was at Audio Denmark.
Mhm.
And that was the speaker. I think it was the L3 from the new Access series, for around about $5,000 a pair. And that was really, really, really good. So that's what I really enjoyed. It was with also the Access amplifier.
Yep, I have those. I have
line.
both of them here. Yep.
Yeah, and for this money, I think it was around about 10K or 12K. It was amazing. Really, it was so good. It was so on point. So such a really good energy in the room. It was very fulfilling. That was really, really good. And I was a little bit speechless. And another guy told me that when he listened to the speakers, he asked Michael Burson, Michael, what's the price for
And Michael's the designer, the chief designer of the company.
Yes, of course. And then Michael said it's 5,000. And then the other guy asked per piece, right? And Michael, no, per pair. So it's really amazing for this money what they created. So yes, of course, the other rooms for much more money was also really great and also really on point. But okay, you have to invest a lot of more money. Yes, it was better. It was also a bunch better. But for this price tag, it was really amazing and stunning, in my opinion. So that's what I really enjoyed.
And you made a video.
I've noticed over the last year, there have been a number of different brands that have come out with, speakers at the 5,000 per pair for towers price range that are just outstanding. You've got those. I thought the new Focals were really good, and while the SVS stuff isn't known, very broadly in the kind of high end market, their new Evolution towers at $5,000 a pair are pretty darn really compelling too. Yeah,
the MoFi speakers.
Yeah, MoFi Source Point 888.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
888.
So I mean, there's a war going on at 5,000.
Yeah, and it's a good war too, because this stuff, it sounds really good. I mean, from my point of view, I mean, you can spend $1 million on a system, right? It'll be better, but man, that's a lot of money extra to spend to get there, and performance is crazy at 5,000 right now.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a good war for consumers, for the audiophiles.
Yeah, I saw the listening chair, your video on the Borson rooms and all that with the T5, the new T series, and some more expansion on the C series. We saw the C1 got debuted in Expona last month, and they brought that C3, the floor standing version of that. So it was pretty cool to see, and I think that the T series especially was really cool. I really loved that finish, some of the cutouts that they did for the cabinet. And really interesting that it's a mixture of the passive and active crossover for that speaker.
Definitely. Florian, what was going on outside of the rooms? Were there bands playing, or solo artists playing, or were there parties or what was going on?
So there are just a lot of people, really a lot of people. So Munich is so on the floors it's crowded, it's noisy, and if the sun is shining, there's also in some rooms and in some floors not the best air. So that's Munich. Right. So there's nobody playing music on the floors or something, but you need the floors to catch up with people. So if you go over the floors, you will meet a lot of people. There's no other way. So for me, example, every 100 meters or something, I met somebody. So
nice. That's cool.
Well, it's right. Munich is different than a lot of shows. I think this is kind of important. So, it's like a Capital Audio Fest or at Expona, companies rent out rooms for their exhibition. But at high-end Munich, it's a little different, right? There are booths that the companies, and these are constructed, booths that are made to keep sound in and out. And is that the case?
Yes. Also in Maine, this is the case. Yeah, you have two levels at the MOC. So on the lower level, on the ground level, there is hall number 1 to 4, and there you have more or less stands. Well, yeah, stands with stands of the companies, and the most companies use listening cabins. So normally there's nothing, and then all the companies bring their stuff and their fair equipment with them, with their stands to equip their booths they have. And also, if they have, they build their own listening cabins.
Right.
So
So,
this
like, if
is
that's a big business in itself, companies sell these, call it cabins, but companies sell these soundproof, again, a cabin, and basically the companies, they set up their gear in there, and that's their room, so to speak. And the
yeah
companies who make these things, that's a big business, selling these preformed. They set them up at the show. But like, take Jacoby Acoustics, who's providing the acoustical treatments for my new listening room. They have a product that they sell to companies for use at Munich and other shows, and it's prefabricated. You just set it up when you get to the show, and you have your own little room, basically.
yeah. That's more or less this, I think. So on the lower level, it feels more or less like a market or something. So that what you can maybe imagine a little bit. And if you go then on the atrium level, there you have the atrium level on first floor, and there's also the second atrium level on the second floor. Oh yeah, so you have two big atriums with a center, and then on the first floor level you have around this atriums you have all about all the way listening rooms on left and right side. And if you go on the second floor, you have around the atrium again listening rooms on both sides. So you can imagine there's a lot of space to fit a lot of companies. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
know what strikes me about Munich is that companies go all out on Munich. They bring more gear. I find they bring more gear to Munich, more high end gear. They'll bring, all their speakers in some cases. There's no expense that's not spared for a lot of these companies. They just really bring everything they wouldn't typically bring to a more regional show.
Mm.
yeah, absolutely. Maybe because of the name high-end show, but no, I think in Maine it's like to show to the world what is possible. So that's in Maine the case when companies go to the Munich high-end show, they like to show to the world, okay, here we are, and that's what we can deliver.
Right.
And the thing about Munich too is that the first few days of it are not open to the public. It's only for like trade and media and things of that nature, right? Were you there all the whole time, and then when it opened to the public as well?
Yeah. The difference is huge. So so the complete show goes from Thursday to Sunday, 4 days. And the first 2 days, so on Thursday and Friday, these 2 days are not for public. It's just for media and distributors, and so everything with so no, it's just B2B, you can say. And then on Saturday and Sunday, it's also for public, and you can imagine on Saturday is by far the day with the most people. So Saturday is always really crowded. That's why a lot of people or a lot of B2B guys just go on a Thursday and Friday, and then they left if they can, because it's really crowded.
Gets too crazy.
So Yeah, so for example, German dealers or something, they left on Saturday because
Very
then
cool.
it's too crowded.
What else caught your
Yeah.
fancy there at the show that you saw that was pretty
Mm,
impressive? Or different
yeah,
or crazy, you know?
yeah. Really different to Outlook Denmark was Zeiler. Maybe you know them. I don't know. It's a Swiss company.
How do you spell that?
Spelling in American. Yeah, you got me.
Okay. Got it.
I know it's Zeiler.
Okay.
Hope it was right.
Okay.
Zeiler.
Okay. I haven't heard of them.
And they had yeah, and that was really good. It was they had
Yeah,
an
Zeiler.audio.
old they had an old Garage 301 or 401, I think. So really old turntable. And then they had their preamplifier and the amplifier, and with their own speakers. Everything is here in Europe round about 30,000 euros, so 30 for the 30 for the amps, and 30 for the speakers. It's not cheap, I know, but if you see on maybe other booth at the show, it was cheap. But that was really stunning. That was so smooth, so easy listening. That it got me really into music. And I think I was there nearly 20 minutes or something, because I enjoyed it so a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. That's Sila.
Yeah, I have
And
seen this. Now I saw the preamp with the tubes on the side. I have seen this preamplifier before, but this look is very cool. I mean, it's very
beautiful.
it's minimalistic,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's so refined. It's really nice.
It's almost like MSB, but it has a twist to it.
Yeah. But I like that. I love that integration of the volume knob into the case like that. Like that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's very like Dieter Rams.
it's really well done.
Yeah, it's very Dieter
absolutely.
Rams-esque.
Yeah, it was very cool.
So it's not cheap, but it's really well done. So and you can imagine they said that they need 30 kilos of aluminium to get one housing. So that's a lot of CNC work.
You know, Florian, here in the United States, things are starting to slow down as far as audio world, as far as sales. I know the company, I forget their name, that just Vox, that owns like Onkyo and Integra and Jamo and a whole bunch. They just came out with like really bad sales. Stock was down like 25% in one day. Other companies, I think inflation here is really starting to take a bite into people, and credit card delinquencies are up. And I think, the audio sales on some levels are really slowing down. Did you hear anything about that at the show? Manufacturers talking about how they're doing?
At Munich, absolutely not. There's the world absolutely fine. Come on. So in Europe, in what I hear, it is in some in some cases it's the same. So I think it got better this year, but we also had a lot of problems with inflation in 2023 and 2022, and it got a lot better because of the Ukraine war, for example. But in Munich itself, you don't hear anything about less sales or something.
Right. What's your favorite German audio brand?
Oh, it's a really hard question, because I hopefully doesn't sound too proud, but I would say in Germany we have a lot of really good brands.
You do. Yeah.
Um, ah, I think I can't say I can't say what is the company I most love, because there are really a lot of really good companies here in Germany, but maybe I should give credit to the company from Germany I have here at home, and that's there. That's my phono preamplifier. It's from Torres. It's a really small manufacturer from Aachen. Maybe you know them, Torres. Yeah, really well done. I had the chance to catch or yeah, to speak with Reinhard Torres at the Munich show. A really nice guy, and yeah, that's what I own from Germany here at home, because a lot of my stuff is from Japan or from America. So
Right. But you go to
um,
companies and you make videos there. You bring your stuff to the companies, right?
um, yeah, so not so much, but I think it will go on. But it's not, is it, but also there, it's not for my channel. At the moment, there's a project for the LP magazine, and I'm producing the videos for them. And at the moment, we starting to expand the videos, and also some manufacturers came to us and said, okay, we want videos. And at the moment, we overthink how we could do really nice manufacturing videos or something. So
Right.
will be in future more, but yeah, or maybe but maybe to to name a company I visited. It was not in Germany, it was in Switzerland. I visited Clarice's. I think you know them in America very well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I visited Florian from Clarice's at their Swiss headquarter. Um, yeah, to produce a video for them. Should
Do
be,
you,
yeah, hopefully ready in a few weeks.
do you bring a drone with you when you go and shoot?
Yeah, yeah. I also did in Munich. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Very
cool.
cool. So when you say that you're making editing videos for Munich, where will those videos? I mean, the videos that you've made for the listening chair are up already. Are you going to post them on your YouTube channel, or will they be videos that are made for companies, or what's going on?
Yeah, so there will be, at the moment, I'm editing a video for my channel. Yeah, I did one. Um, it's, and that's needed a lot of work at the high end. So, and also now at the in the editing process. And I also edit at the moment a video for the LP magazine channel with Holger Baske. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully one video is ready to go online tomorrow, I think, on the LP magazine channel, and then maybe on Thursday or Wednesday on my channel.
Well, I definitely know you're when it comes to video, you're an artist, and you don't take anything less than perfection, which is not how I operate. But
Thank you, Howard.
I respect that.
Yeah, but it's also not so easy then to produce videos for me, because in the last month I did less on my channel, because I was okay. I want more and more quality stuff, and maybe I should. And that's where my brain blocked a little bit, and then I was okay. I don't upload it because I don't like the video, but maybe I should say okay. I go a little bit less in quality and deliver more to the public and to the people on my own channel, and I think I will do this in future. Also, at the moment, I'm overthinking to change my video channel from German to English. I was a little bit shy about it, and at the moment I'm still overthinking if my English is good enough, but we will see.
I think
Your
it
English is good enough. It's
Yeah,
totally
your
I
English
fine.
think
is
so.
definitely good enough.
Totally fine.
I think so.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, thank you.
That's cool, man. People should really go to the audiophile path and check you out over there. Of course, it's in German.
You're
right
welcome.
now.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Giles and Ray, you guys have any other questions for Florian?
No, I guess the only one question that I have, and people ask this a lot, and it's kind of related to the high end show, but everyone always asks me. They're like, "Okay, I know about this show in Munich, but they always say it's by this thing called the high end society. What is the high end society?" People ask that all the time. So, Florian, do you have a description of the high end society? Is it just the HiFi club in Munich?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Maybe let's go back to the beginning of
Sure.
high-end in Germany. It was 40 years ago. And 40 years ago, there were some companies like Burmeister or Symphonic Line, and they said, okay, there is at the moment just audio fairs for normal public stuff or radios or something. So they didn't had audio fair where they could show the high-end stuff to the public on a really good point. So it was always the high-end stuff between camcorders and normal radios for the kitchen or something. And that's why they decided, okay, we start a society to have the chance to start our own audio fair. That was the start of the high-end society.
I got it.
So, so it was a non-profit organization just for to have an own audio fair and to have something like something
special
like a club.
for audio, for high-end audio exclusively.
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course. And then they went on, and then the show went bigger and bigger. They started in Frankfurt, and they got bigger and bigger, and then they had to start next to the society a company, because they had the problem that they earned money, and as a non-profit they could not. And then the High-End Society GmbH was founded. I think that was the story. And then over 4 years the show was in Frankfurt, and then a few years ago, I don't know when, I think it was when I was a small boy or something, they moved to Munich. And that's why the high end is in Munich now.
Munich now. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
So
that makes
I
a lot of
think
sense.
This is the story. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
That's all I got.
All right, man. Well, Florian, thank you, man. I think people got, and I got, a good sense of what it was like to be there at the show. So I think this was a really, really good stream. And, everything from your picks on some of the rooms to just what it was actually like to walk around. I thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. By the way, what we really got was another room, that what I also had the chance to do a video was Geishman. I hope I spell it right. I didn't know the company before Munich, and then I went in and listened there a little bit. It was really good. So then I read a little bit in the internet. It's an old American company or Canadian company, right?
Which one is that?
The
Oh, Gershman Acoustics.
Gershman, yeah, right.
Yeah. Since 30 years or something. It was really good. So yeah.
Yep. And you did a video for us on Gershman at the show also.
Yeah. That's what I meant. By the way, what I also like to mention is the turntable at Aris Yard. It was really well engineered from Star Wars.
From which company?
So Aris Yard.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, sorry. So the turntable was really amazing. So yes, of course, the complete system was stunning and something extraordinary, but the turntable in main was so well engineered. It was crazy. Something I should not forget. Yeah, the new Burmester speaker, BX 100 or BX 1000, something like this. It was really well done. Yeah, I think there were a lot of more companies I listened to, but this was in main the systems I kept in mind.
Okay.
Because it was so stunning. Also, and maybe yeah, of course, and also really good was Bionic Audio. Because there was a really natural lifelike sound. It was really easy to listening to it. And stunning was also YG acoustic with Soul Note. It was really on point. It was so it was kind of analytic, but not too much. It was stressless, but on high. Yeah, it was stressless listening, but with a kind of analytics which I normally don't like. But in this system, it was so really good balance. It was such a good pairing that I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
that's great. What's the next show that you're heading to after Munich?
Good question. So at the moment is in Germany nothing. I think the next shows are here in Europe are starting in September or something. So during the summer it's really quiet.
Right.
I think the next show will be the show in the Netherlands. I don't know the know yet, but the Netherlands show. Or maybe we will see. I go to Warsaw this year. We will see. Yeah, maybe I will.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
Thanks.
All right, great, awesome, man. That was fantastic. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Florian. I appreciate it. Especially, I know it's pretty late out there in Germany right now.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, no problem. So
okay,
it's not
that's
so
not too bad.
too late.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks for the invitation.
Yep,
it was a pleasure to.
We'd love to have you on again sometime. And if you have something that you're working on that you want to let us know about, tell us, and we can get you on and we can talk about it.
Yeah, hopefully one day I'll make it out to Munich.
Yep, and we can go to what was that taco place we went to, Ray?
Here in Expono.
Yeah, what was that place?
The Guzman y Gomez.
Guzman and Gomez. We can go to Guzman and Gomez in Germany.
What?
Mafia. And
I think
Florian,
we can find something different in Germany.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they have that in Germany. Maybe we'll try something else.
Florian could join us. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, would be a pleasure.
Awesome. Giles, Ray, anything else you guys got for this one?
Yeah, I have I think we should go just a quick round robin with us and go over anything new. And I have a couple of news items that I want to call out for this week as well. And Florian, I know you need to go. If you need to drop, feel free. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to hang out with us as we chat through some of the weekly news. But let's see. I'm digging through my press release box right now, and let's see. Onkyo has released their new 2x8 TX-84 72 channel network stereo receiver, which is kind of interesting. So if you are really looking at just a 2-channel kind of room, you can use this guy. Does all the TV stuff. It's got an AM/FM tuner, so it's kind of like almost an integrated, but with a few extra features for handling HDMI and that kind of stuff. So kind of an interesting crossover product that they have. Integra has released their DTM 7.4 network stereo receiver, which I think might strangely be very similar to the Onkyo 2-channel network receiver.
I can only imagine why that would be.
Yeah. Well, coincidence. Sometimes coincidences happen,
So, as it's all the same kind of company. So I would guess that there's probably a lot of internals that carry over from one unit to the other. So whichever branding and fascia you like might be the one to look at. But this kind of appeals to me because in my living room, I don't do a lot of multi-channel in there, but it's a lot of TV. So this kind of device is nice because you can still take the ARC out of the television, use the TV to do all the streaming apps and stuff, and then get a really good 2.1 kind of experience and use this as a preamp for other 2-channel type of sources. And then my last one is TCL has released more of their 2024 line, and I'm trying to dig through this and see exactly what I have here. So the Q class, they've got their Q65, 68, M7, Q M8 with 3 new 98-inch televisions there. They've also got the QM89 115-inch television, which I saw at CES, and it was mind-blowing. It was really, really, really cool. They've got some new S series. The 115-inch though, that's the one. It's a complete game changer out in the industry. Mini LED TV. It's super cool. Super expensive though, but it's out there. And they've also got some soundbar stuff that's coming out as well. S class and Q class soundbars. So those are out there. But that's all I've got from new news.
I got a question for you, Giles, if I could. I got a question in the comment. The comment first is that I forget the name of the company, but I was looking for outdoor speakers, and you referred me to a company to take a look at for multi-zone. What was that company again?
True Audio.
True Audio. Man, that stuff's not cheap.
It's not cheap. It's really nice though.
Cheap.
Yeah, that was just my comment.
Well, you gotta reach out to Dan because Dan's their homeboy, so you probably get a good deal through Dan.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then the other thing is that I have a 2017 LG top of the line TV that I modified. I took out the power supply. The power supply is now external. I put filters in the boards. I took the power cord off the main circuit board, and I put in an audiophile power cord. The thing is a hot rod. And also, I have a lot of TVs because when I moved into my new house here, it came with 4 70-inch TVs. So I have like 5 TVs. My question to you is the 2024 TVs, how much of an upgrade will they be in picture quality from what I have here?
So is yours the OLED?
Yeah.
No. Probably. I mean, we've gotten to the point now where picture quality is so darn good for the top of the line TVs. It really becomes marginal as far as the panel itself. What we're seeing is a real evolution though of micro and mini LED panels that can be produced at a lower cost that have picture quality approaching that of the much more expensive OLED kind of televisions, and then also at sizes that are much, much larger, right? So in the past, the size of the television was limited just in general production, right? So it was really hard to mass produce anything, anything larger than whatever it was current state of the art for the time. So it used to be 40 inches, then it was 55, and then there were 65s and 75 and 85, and now hundreds are commonplace, and 115 is like the new large style television, and that might be the end of the road for single panel television sizes. 115 might be the end of the road, and then what we'll see after this is the drop down in price of multi-panel television, so tile or like Samsung The Wall, that kind of stuff, where you buy a bunch of small panels, you stick them together and make a huge television. You can make it whatever size you want, and you've got a controller on the back end. But to come back to your question, probably not a huge amount of change. The processing gets better and better, so all of the tone mapping and those kinds of things that can be done in the engine gets better, but the panel itself probably, I don't know that if you didn't take that television and set it right beside another one,
right.
you'll probably not know the difference, right?
Just curious, like what the top of the line LG TV brings right now. It must be a nice picture.
Yeah, I mean the top of the line from all of the brands is absolutely stunning and gorgeous, right? I mean, there's no question. We live in the golden age of televisions, and I remember back in the day when plasma was the bee's knees, and then that stuff is really good and it's held up over time. But the new OLEDs and micro and mini LED TVs at the top end, I mean, you get super blacks, right? I mean, on OLED, black means off, right? There is no light coming out, so it doesn't get any blacker. And the other technologies are getting close to that now at much lower price points. So you can buy a $1,500 television now that looks nearly as good as a $10,000 television from 2017, 18, 19.
Right. Just like TV, just like stereos.
Yeah. The technology marches on, but once you get to a certain level with the picture quality, I mean, it's just it doesn't get much better. It's just like little bits better, if at all.
Right.
Yeah. It's really the price and size.
Yeah. I always on the kick, just like audio, to upgrade my video, right? But you think about it, is it worth it? So I don't know. Maybe one day.
I would say don't change until you need a bigger size screen.
Yeah. There's a little wedge area in my den where I think I can go 77 from my current 70. That might be pretty cool. That's about the biggest I could go.
7 inches is a big upgrade in size. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the corner of the television is like that much, all the way around. It's a lot.
Well, we are building a one of the diffraction panels in the back is going to slide open on rails, and they're going to have a TV back there. So I got to figure out how big we want to have that. That'll be cool. They're actually designing the system now that's going to raise the TV up, and the panels will open up. I'm just like, man, that sounds like it's going to cost me a lot of money. They're like, yeah, we'll figure it out later. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Just for everybody watching though, remember the number one driver of satisfaction for a television purchase, and this is panned out year after year after year after year, is making sure that you buy a TV that's big enough, right? So if you have a choice between, you've got the space and you want the 100-inch,
right?
But you're like, no, I'm just going to get the 75 because it's OLED. Get the 100-inch. You're gonna, in the long run, you're gonna be so much happier that you got the right size TV. You won't know the difference in picture quality in the long term. You just don't have the panels to sit beside each other to do a continual comparison. But man, when you look at that small television every day, you'll be like, why did I buy this small TV?
Yep, agree.
Cool. Ray, anything from your side of the house?
Nothing on the press release side. Had the Dyne Audio Confidence 50 review come out today. That's been doing some good numbers. Very excited about that review to come out. There will be a part 2 eventually when Dyne Audio does come out. I'm in talks of some stuff. I actually have something that's in the works. It's actually an older model of a component, but it's a really good brand. So I want to get that in. And do like a little review or do a little overview of it, because it's something that I haven't had a lot of experience with, but it still looks really good. People consider it the golden era of the brand. So I'm very excited for that. And then in a couple weeks here, I'm going to be at the show in California. Giles will be there too. So that should be a really good time, really fun time. Daniel will be there. He's trying to get me to take him to a fake sushi place that serves deep fried steak sushi. So stay tuned for that.
I'm down for that.
Oh man.
let me know. I want some real sushi too, though.
And the Thai place we went to was pretty good. It was good enough. Definitely, I like that place. I think as a group, as the HiFi Mafia, I think we're ready for sushi next time.
Yeah. Oh, the Vietnamese place we went to. Yeah. That was good.
Vietnamese, right.
Yeah. I told Dan that there's actually a place that's like 5 minutes away from the hotel that serves gyutan, and I told them we're gonna go there and get some gyutan, which for those of you who don't know is beef tongue.
In Spanish, that would be lingua.
Lingua.
Yeah, lingua. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Which is good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Ray. Howard, anything new in your world before we close out?
We got one more review unit in. We're doing the Isonic record cleaner.
Nice. So I wanted to try to get that at Expona, but I didn't get a chance to get over to their booth.
And Colin Sanders is doing that, my partner. So he's pairing it up with the VPI Prime that he's reviewing. We already released the unboxing, so the next step is going to be the setup that we're releasing. And I've just been busy with a lot. I gotta tell you, I've been busy with a lot of yard work around here. It's really been crazy this spring season. But I'm going to bust out that solid steel rack and get that up. And then once that's up, then the Forte one from Audio Group Denmark is going to get put up there, and we're going to do a little something on that, and just a bunch of different things. Always stuff coming through. So yeah, it's all good.
That's cool. That's real cool, man. I would love to see those Access L3s up close and personal, man. Anyway,
yep.
You should.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's for me. That's my price point for towers. I think it's very accessible to the general market. And they're so good now at that price point. You can get a kick butts, just good stuff at the $5,000 price point. I think it's really, really important for just the general market.
Wait, what is the list on the Borns? I'm looking at it right now on the Borns and L3.
What's the price?
Yeah, they're $5,000. That's the street price.
So
how is that different from the X1 is the
well, the L3 is a floor stander.
And the X1 is the bookshelf?
X1's bookshelf.
Yes. Yeah. You mean maybe the X3? The X3 costs, I think, 10 grand.
11. Yeah, it's 11 in the States.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, 11. I think,
Here's a question for you guys. I'm trying to think in my head of 5 speakers in that price range that are just exemplary. And, I have 4 come to me that are pretty straightforward, right? So you got the L3s, you got the new SVSs, you got the Focal Evos, and the SourcePoint 888s. What else would you put in there as kind of a top of the crop $5,000 speaker tower?
I learned a lesson a long time ago in audio, and that lesson is never ever discount what's going on at Paradigm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Their speakers are just. I have a pair of speakers I gave my dad like 15 years ago when I was upgrading, and I just wanted to get rid of my speakers. I was over there watching a movie the other night, and it just sounded amazing. Just always check Paradigm to see what's going on. You're always going to get a high-value, good-sounding speaker.
Nice. Right on. Cool. Anybody else have any thoughts around that $5,000 price point? Yeah, I don't know.
What were the 5? R5 Meta.
So we said
okay. Yeah.
We said Paradigm. We said Audio Group Denmark, Borenson. We said the MoFi speaker from Andrew Jones. What was the 4th?
The Focal Evos.
Focal Evos, right?
And the SVS Ultra Evos.
Yeah. Kef R5 Meta. Dynaudio Evoke 30.
Is the Evoke 30 in that price range?
I think it is.
Okay, right on. That's cool. Yeah, the Evoke 30 was not one that came to mind for me off the top of my head. Cool.
Yeah. So Florian, you have talked about your stuff. Anything else you want to add that you want to push or let us know about? Or
at the moment, I'm fine. So I will release a video about the high-end show on my channel in 2 days, I think, and then. Yeah, yeah. At the moment, there are probably less projects on my channel because I do a lot for companies at the moment.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well, when your video comes out, will you let me know and I'll post it up in the Facebook group?
Thank you, Howard. I will.
Okay, good.
All right, folks. I think we've come to the end then.
Yeah. Oh, one more.
Yep.
Sonus Faber Lumina 5.
Oh, okay. Lumina 5.
Yeah, that's a good one. That is a really good one, actually.
Got it. Okay. Well, folks, I think we'll go ahead and close it off. To everybody out there watching, thank you so much. Remember, like, subscribe, and check out the Listening Chair, HiFi Turtle, the Audiophile Path, and Giles McCoy. You can find us under those names, and we're on pretty much all the socials out there. So don't be shy. We love followers and subscribers. It's always much appreciated, and we will see you again next week, probably at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain, 3 Central, 4 Eastern, which is our normal time.
Yep.
And we'll be back in living color. Take care, everybody.
Wait, the next one we're doing with who? It's with
Oh, actually, yeah. We have a guest next week, don't we?
Is that confirmed?
Yes. Yeah, we have Vinny Rossi next week.
Awesome.
Okay.
Making great gear that's also beautiful. Can't wait to have him on.
I need to make the promo graphics for that.
Right on. All right, Vinny. We look forward to chatting with you next week. Everybody that's in the audience,
do that?
All right, everyone. Take care.
Okay.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.